Hi, my name is Kevin. Um, I wrote and support the microbiome prescription site. In this short video, I'm going to take a look at what I think personally is the best way to get suggestions for how to modify your diet or supplement to get the desired effect. There are many ways which people could do it. I'll give you a very quick example. If you go over into health analysis, you will see Jason's suggestions of what ranges things are supposed to be in, and you have the ability to do a hand pick, which means that the bacteria which you have selected here by hand will be the only one which will be suggestions will be created for. The other issues are there ones which are commonly known to be unhealthy. For example, Bacterium, which is also associated with histamine issues. Now, some people will go in and focus on a single bacteria, which is off, and that's their focus. Others will be more focused on a collection of bacteria which were generated by some expert who deemed those to be the most effective. Personally, I have a slightly different approach. And what we have is we can go in and do expert analysis, and this one goes and looks at all of the particular bacteria which has recommended ranges to it and see if you are a match to what the recommendations are, high or low. Again, it's another way by which you could build up a consensus as to which bacteria you really want to pay attention to, and if you change it, then the results gets changed. My own personal preference for the most effective way is to look at symptoms, and the fastest way is to go into bacteria symptom summary, and you get a choice of two levels of symptom analysis. Sometimes when you add two symptoms together, you get a stronger relationship than with just one. But let's just go in and take a look. Select the set you're interested in. In this case, I'm going to change to one of my recent ones, or actually, I will go and use Cosmos ID. So it goes and changes the analysis to whatever bacteria you selected. For my symptoms, I'm going to go down and say that, okay, I deal with high anxiety. And now we go and see which ones are there, and we have some matches. And if high anxiety is a high priority, I would probably go and click the ones which are identified as being problematic. However, in this case, I have none, and low levels are associated with it. That one I have to be careful. Again, another one which is low, I have none of that. None of that. Once I have that selected, I just can go in and click, and it will go and create a hand-picked bacteria down below, so you can go and get suggestion based only on the specific bacteria which you're doing. Now we can go back in and say, okay, we have bacteria symptom summary. And I can go in and go back to the high anxiety one here. And when I select high anxiety, it also gives a subset of secondary symptoms which are also found to be significantly, for example, hypersensitivity to noise. So now I have some more items done, and we have a fair number of items which are matched. The statistical probability is over here. For example, this one is 0.001, which is good, but this one is really good. And no match, no match, no match. Personally, I don't happen to have nose sensitivity, but this is for example, and this particular case is a high match of this one. Again, click, it will automatically add to the existing handpicked variety. Now I'm going to go into handpicked one. I can delete all of them, or I can go in and see what bacteria are picked, in which case we have 5 different bacteria. And you can see your value, and you can see what the range are. For example, here I can see it is a high, not in the top, but it's high. Again, this one is high, but not bizarre. 0, we have it being low, and another one which we have a low. Here, again, we're seeing it in the low. So we have 2 high and 3 low. Going back to handpicked bacteria, we can go and get suggestions for that. And we can select what level we want to. Everything which we did was into scope, so we'll do it. We can do more filtering by selecting things here, but we are not. We basically are going to go plain vanilla one and just click suggest in a new window. And we have our suggestion of things which with a high probability. And remember, the probability is not direct of how effective it is. It's simply an indicator of how confident we are that it will cause some change, maybe a minor change, maybe a big change. It's basically computed from the number of articles indicating something increases or decreases one of the bacteria is done. It doesn't indicate superiority or better. It simply indicates more research or an agreement here. Sometimes results are one-time findings which are never reproducible. So the result is the low priority ones will have a low probability. High ones are the ones with high probability. So we see the variety of things. Down below we have things suggested to be stopped. Things like this one, which is a prebiotic. Actually, if you go over and check out on PubMed what is in it, you will find that there's a fair number of things. For example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to PubMed, type in there, and replace it with the word food. And we end up getting articles, and we find a variety of foods being indicated, and we can go in and take a look at some of the foods associated, or you could just go and do the more generic terms, which will give you actually more. And again, you can go through and see that wheat bran, for example, provides that. And you may, for some of the items, need to go and do a bit of checking out things. So that's it. Positive impact in terms of probiotics. Again, the impact indicates the confidence that it will cause a change, not how much it changes, just that it will cause a change. And then we have those with which are mixtures. Some are taken, some are void. In other words, some of the probiotics bacteria help and some hurt. Again, we don't know if what helps is only half effective that which hurts, in which case there may be no net benefit, or the reverse. We don't know. All we know is a very fuzzy improves or increases or decreases. Negative impact, flavonoid fruits, flavonoid suggested, and you can go in and take a look at it. Again, the weight is based on the confidence of the substance being beneficial for the particular bacteria which are in our selection. Now remember, if we go back here, we can, for this particular one, we see that we have exactly 5 bacteria in it. That's it. If we add more, then the numbers are going to be changed. In some cases, something which was to avoid becomes to take, and to take becomes to avoid, and that is because each bacteria has its own separate profile. And what we try doing is saying, okay, well, this substance helps these two decrease and this one increase, but another bacteria coming in, it may push things the wrong way or may push several the wrong way, and hence when we try estimating if it's going to help or hurt, things may flip in the wrong direction. Okay, I think I'll shut up at this point of time and let people go and do it. Again, these are suggestions, and all the program does is calculate things which has better odds of causing the desired shift. It does not indicate that one substance is better than another. It just indicates the confidence based on the current literature that a desirable change will happen, not the magnitude of the change. Some cases may be very small, other cases may be big. So you need to try experimentally and recording results so you know what actually works for you or what seems to work better for you than other things. Okay. Have fun in your microbiome.